Would you be able to survive ancient Egypt? Answer is probably not. We're gonna find out why, because chat history has it all planned out from us. A whole 8.5-minute video explaining why I wouldn't survive, why you wouldn't survive, why probably nobody, not even the people living back then, would probably survive. So let's go and check it out. This video blew up about like a year ago, around the same time, but I never got the chance to look at it. So now is a chance I finally get to watch it. So let's see why we wouldn't survive in ancient Egypt. 1, 2, 3, go.
Well, now you've done it.
I did.
You fell down a weird witch's wormhole and landed yourself in ancient Egypt.
Oh no.
So, can you survive?
Probably
Let's
not.
find out.
That is an intro. Oh man, this already looks rough.
The first thing you might ask is, which ancient Egypt? Because the entirety of ancient Egypt spanned across several thousands of years with quite a few different eras.
I didn't know
Let's
that.
go with, the iconic New Kingdom, the height of Egyptian power and influence, and the
Sounds
most
good.
documented for research purposes. How convenient. Since you made it to this video,
I just want to say right now, if this is the most prosperous in ancient Egypt is, and it's still shitty, we're cooked, chat. We're cooked.
I'm going to assume that you're not a literal mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging, fragile infant.
Oh no,
so
not
you
me.
can give yourself a pat on your freshly whipped back, because you've already survived the hardest part, childhood. Being a kid wasn't easy. Since they didn't have any fancy beeping machines to hook moms up to and keep babies alive, infant mortality rates were extremely high.
Oh man. Jesus, man.
20 to 50% of babies didn't make it out the womb.
So there's a really big chance that I just wouldn't have been able to make it from the beginning. Oh man, this is rough. This is rough. It's really survival of the fittest. Starting from freaking, like, infanthood.
If you survived being born, next up was surviving the world. Much harder.
Oh man.
With things like disease, hunger, and other environmental factors out to get you,
Is the eagle gonna swoop down and, like, carry me? I'm not surprised.
it's not going to be a stroll through Easyville. I mean, some of these kids look so frail you could practically see their blinking health bar.
Oh, no.
Hang in there, guys. Oh, bummer. Your main duty as a kid is to help out the family that brought you into this world.
Okay.
We're talking chores, taking care of your siblings, protecting the farm, learning the family business, everything necessary for survival. As
Okay.
far as food, it's whatever mama and papa could scrape together, which is mainly bread, milk, fruits, and veggies.
That sounds like a very healthy meal. I'm okay with that.
Ever have half an onion on dry bread with warm milk?
I take it back. I take it back.
It's actually pretty disgusting, but it's what keeps you growing. Because if you don't eat, well... And hey, if your papa has a high enough fishing level, he could bring home a pretty sweet catfish to tear into. Get that protein. Your mother, assuming she survived slopping you out of her belly, would feed and care for your ungrateful ass. But none of that is applicable since you just got orphaned by the space-time continuum. Before we take a look at what to do next, let's see where you would fit in the grand scheme of society, because everyone has their place. Ancient Egyptian society worked in a hierarchy with rich and powerful guys at the top and everyone else at the not top.
Aw,
so
man.
really no change from the modern world.
Jeez.
The head honcho around these parts is the pharaoh. He's the divine king and whatever he says, goes. Subscribe. Just under him are his closest bros and advisors. Then we have an educated and skilled middle class, and then
Okay.
a laboring lower class with slaves and servants at the bottom, which were usually foreign prisoners of war.
Oh.
Since there's a 95% chance that you'd stick out like a turd in a punch bowl amongst a well-tanned, weird-talking population, you'd probably be captured and sold into slavery. Tough break, outsider.
Damn.
But let's assume you can convince the xenophobic guards that you're one cool dude. Hey, I'm one cool dude. It worked. Time to get a job.
Have you ever heard content creators say, comment the word burgers below and I'll send you over something for free? And then when you comment the word burger,
Labor.
Since you can't speak Wingdings 3, you're gonna have to prove your worth through manual labor.
Okay.
Luckily, there's plenty of jobs to choose from like farming and... Over 90% of all
That's-
ancient Egyptians were farmers, so there's plenty of friends and rivals to be made.
Rivals?
You know, see who could grow the best onions or whatever it is farmers did for fun.
Oh.
Finger each other's cabbages, I don't know. But your absolute best friend is the Nile River, which
Okay.
is your #1 source of delicious brown water for your crops.
Oh.
Just don't taste test it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the application process to work on a farm is no more than moving a rock from here to there. And with your stellar gamer build, you can easily get the job done.
Let's go.
Just remember to lift entirely with your back.
No. No. Oh, yeah.
As a bonus, you can read and write. Not in hieroglyphics, but in cooler things like letters and numbers. Perfect for taking your own notes. You're hired. Now you can get to work and earn that bread. But since the Persians haven't invaded yet and introduced proper currency, you'll be working for literal bread. So you slave away for months on Bahir's family wheat farm, eating your brown bread and sandy beer dinners while sleeping on a filthy, crusty, dusty dirt floor. Watch out for snakes. They bite.
Oh, no.
Day in and day out, you swing your sickles and your hoes, dreaming about the hoes you left behind, taking extra caution not to get too distracted. Looks like you cut off Bahir's arm. Taking extra caution not to get too distracted. Looks like you cut off Bahir's arm. Bahir will remember that. It's then you look down and notice some squishing between your toesies.
What is that?
The ground's getting rather moist. The Nile's flooding. You say to no one. After you finish fighting off the invading river rats using your +7 strength copper sword, it's time to pause the farming grind and try your hand at construction while the Nile does its thing.
Okay.
Oh look, the pharaoh wants you to help build a new pyramid. Lucky you. Since you have countless hours placing virtual cobblestone under your belt, this sounds like a pretty sweet gig. Just keep an eye out, because sometimes it's not yourself that you need to watch out for. Daily labor is just part of your worry though, because you still have
disease. Oh man, it gets really bad out
diseases
here.
like slaves are the hot and trending collectible at the time.
Bro.
You could even trade them to your friends if you're feeling generous enough. I got trachoma. Well, I've got first edition smallpox. Check it out.
Oh, that's bad.
With your 21st century wrinkle brain, you know that you need to keep clean to prevent disease.
Yes.
So you take a dip in the Nile to wash your many crevices.
Oh.
Just downstream of the laundry, which is downstream of the town's dumping grounds.
I was about to say, I don't think we were supposed to drink the water, let alone bathe in it, but the Nile was literally everything. Like the only source of water, everything. Oh, man.
Uh-oh, looks like you picked up a friend. A parasitic flatworm went and crawled up your roundworm.
No,
and
no,
now
no.
you have schistosomiasis.
What is
With
that?
that comes a fever and aggressive diarrhea.
Oh,
and since we're in
jeez.
ancient times, you know what that means. But little wriggling worms aren't the only threats you face. Like the infected fellas a minute back found out, there were many different diseases.
I'm sorry. Looking at this, I can't tell where he's facing. Like, this is the head. Is this the back? Or is that the front? And if it's the front, what's going on here? And what exactly is going on here? I'm a little confusion. Anyways.
Diseases sickening up the land. The most popular being tuberculosis,
Oh, no.
smallpox, and malaria. These guys would make sure that your stay in ancient Egypt would be a quick one. So be sure to swat some skeeters and tell your neighbors to cover their coughs for Ra's sake.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I thought that there was a mosquito on you.
Mosquito.
Yeah, you too. Anyway, you get back to chiseling some sandstone blocks and, looks like you caught Pharaoh checking out the goods.
Oh.
He admires your strong physique, attention to hygiene, and glistening
Oh,
back
thank
sweat.
you.
He even heard about your conquering of the river rats, and he's impressed.
Oh,
Those are some
yeah,
good
that was
qualities. Good qualities for a soldier. You just got bumped up a few societal ranks. Look at you go. Oh, Pharaoh wants to expand his empire. Well, now
man.
your promotion makes sense. Time to go to war.
Well, we're cooked here,
Being a
guys.
soldier can't be too hard, right? You just pick up a shield and a sword and swing it a little. After all, people are just bigger rats. Oh, sweet, they even have the cool curved swords.
Curved swords.
It's called a khopesh, and boy does it hurt.
Khopesh.
But if swinging a sword ain't your style, you could opt for something a little less slashy and a little bit more stabby. If you want to poke someone further away but still want to be close enough to revel in their death, I recommend a spear or javelin. If you really have the urge to stab someone at least a few thousand scarabs away, go for the simple and sweet bow and arrow.
Yeah.
It never fails. Unless you miss. All
yeah.
right, time to step onto the sandy battlefield and fight for a country you just fell into. The enemies of the day are the Sea Peoples. No one really knows who they were, and they most likely came from somewhere north of the Mediterranean. But Pharaoh don't give a good gosh dang. They've been flaunting their stupid looking boats and shit for the last time.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Egypt! Oh,
Yeah.
it's so on. Now, the first thing you're gonna want to do
Get
is...
the boats.
Oh, damn. All right, let's try that again. Respawn. Okay, quick time dodge the arrow, fire your own. Ooh, nice shot. Good arc, stable flight.
Thank you.
and-
Oh,
Ugh, right on target. Good job murdering that guy with absolutely no complex backstory or family that he was fighting to
you.
protect from invaders. To him,
Oof.
you were the bad guy. But
Aw, man.
hey, war is hell, isn't it?
yeah.
You keep popping off shots and taking out numerous expendable enemy NPCs. While you continue to just riddle the battlefield with arrows, you notice something in your peripheral. Not something, someone. Oh, hey Bahir, didn't know you were a soldier.
Oh.
Oh, thank God. It was
What's happening?
just a dream.
Oh. That jump scared me really, really bad. My heart's in my throat. My heart is actually in my throat. Wow, that was really cool. I learned a lot. I mean, I kind of figured life would be like that anyways, but that's something. I would not survive. Do you guys think you would survive? Like, what would you guys do if you were in that situation? Because I don't know what I would do. As a woman, I don't know if I'd even be a soldier. I think I'd probably end up in worse scenarios. I feel like most likely I'm either dying in childhood or like I'm gonna die like giving birth, and that's it. That's like my story. That's my arc. But let me know what you guys think. Definitely give credits for the actual video. Watch the actual video. Support the actual video. Chat History has a few of these that I am excited to watch. Really historical, man. Really historical. I love history so much. I love learning about your planet. But yeah, until next time, guys, stay radiant, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.